Don't you just like absolutely hate when you record something for like 10, 20 minutes and then realize you weren't even recording it? I love that feeling. It makes me feel so good. But what was I saying before my audio cut out? I've never really been much of a meditator, to be honest. I like started meditating during COVID. So like in 2020, that's when I like I'd heard about it before, but like I never really practiced it. And like I would do it here and there in the mornings, at night, in the middle of the day, whatever. But like ever since then, it's sort of just been on and off with the habit. And I've had like fairly long streaks before, but like now with like these daily labors, I feel like I'm really starting to, I don't know, keep that streak going. And it feels more, this streak feels, I don't want to call it a streak because like, I don't know, this habit building sort of feels more promising than all the last that I've had. But yeah, I've never really been much of a meditator. And it's not until like recently, like literally like these past 1 or 2 days, I've been going consistently for the past probably like 10 days or so with the meditation in the morning. But only like these past 1 or 2 days, I really started to like internalize the thought of, or just the knowing that all the thoughts that I'm having aren't necessarily me, quote unquote me. I don't really know like what that means, to be honest, like the me part. You know, I'm still like pretty early into this. But, you know, I would have like these thoughts pop up in my head about like, let's just say like a random person, or like somebody that I know. And the thoughts would either get me like angry or sad or nervous or anxious or whatever. And then I would think to myself, okay, well, like those thoughts aren't necessarily of me, you know, they're not necessarily from me, you know, and I'm really not saying anything new here. You know, I'm not saying anything that I don't think any other meditation expert has talked about before that I've like listened to. But it is the first time that I've just experienced it for myself, you know, and like actually internalized all that information that I've gotten. And, but it was weird because then I would have these thoughts of like, okay, well, those thoughts that just shot down, those other negative thoughts that I was thinking of somebody else, those also aren't necessarily of me, you know, they're just coming from somewhere. You know, like when I would tell myself, okay, well, those thoughts aren't of me, I'd have a second one saying like, okay, well, those thoughts aren't of me, you know, and it's kind of like trippy because I would sort of just go down like this rabbit hole or this loophole of like never ending. Okay, that's not of me. That thought isn't necessarily mine, et cetera, et cetera. And it's like a bit unnerving at first to realize that like I couldn't really see where that loop sort of ended, you know. In the moment, like it never really felt like there was really an end to it, you know, and I think that might just be the fact that I'm at the like very, very early stages of like this meditation practice, I guess. So I can't really contemplate like that light at the end of the tunnel of just, you know, being. And to be honest, I don't even know like what that being would like feel like or look like, but I don't know. I feel like I might have gotten sort of glimpses of it as I was meditating these past couple of days, and it felt very calming, you know, but like still like sort of unnerving because at the end of that tunnel, like it doesn't really seem like if every single thought that's popping up in my head isn't of quote unquote me, then like what comes at the end of that, you know, like who is me, what is me at that point, you know. And I know I sound so fucking meta right now, you know, and I hate it, but like I think these are important questions to ask, you know, and I'm glad I'm asking them to myself, but I just don't know the answer, you know. But it's exciting to have like these questions pop up into my head just because like I've never really had them pop up into my head before, you know. But yeah, as I was saying, like, it's a bit unnerving at first, but I think it's also like, I'm sure like at some point it'll be like comforting, or I don't know if that's the right word, but it's comforting to know that like the good and the bad isn't necessarily myself. You know, all the good and the bad that's like popping up to my head isn't necessarily me. Man, I wish I had some more conviction in my voice about this topic, but I really just don't. I really just don't know. Don't know where it could go, but I just don't understand it right now. And I think it'll take a long time for me to understand it. But I think not having that conviction every once in a while is okay. But yeah, catch you in the next one.